Hey everyone, it's Lindsay, 30 Tiny Steps to Sustainability. So, this is, I think, day 7, and I'm super excited to talk about something, but I just want to give you a little insight about sustainability and where I'm at right now. Check out that mountain. So, we're in Ukiah, my parents' house, where we're going to be staying until next April, and there is a mountain range up there, but we can't see it because it's smoky. Now, I just talked to a friend of mine living in Wyoming, and he's also dealing with the smoke. So, today I'm sporting the Women in Clean Tech and Sustainability shirt, which is an amazing group down in the Silicon Valley of the Bay Area. But today I really want to focus. I love that I'm wearing this shirt. I'm going to talk about this advocacy, right? If you talk about sustainability, and you need things to change for a planet that's overheating and catching on fire and flooding and tornadoes and all that stuff at way more rates than before. It's not that these fires and floods and tornadoes, they've always existed, but to the level of which they're existing and the severity and state of emergencies that are constantly being called on. So I just want to shout out, we're standing on some shoulders. I'm standing on some shoulders of some amazing women. And what a perfect time to shout out about the women's suffrage movement. And the one movie that I want to show you, I'm going to show you a 50-second clip of the movie. We just watched it the other night. I've watched it many times. I am a super big fan. Hilary Swank, Iron Jawed Angels. Let's go.
If Susan B. Anthony were alive today, she'd say 1912 is the future.
Dr. Shaw and I were
Whoops.
side by side, Susan, while you were still in diapers, Miss Paul.
The new suffragist is single, young, independent,
Educated.
and very beautiful.
She's you.
An ideal woman who can lead us up the mountain. Marching shows the politician.
Show me a raise. Screw the politician.
Go ahead if you think it'll help.
That's it. We're gonna be friends for life.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was like a super quick clip, but what those women, Alice Paul and, oh goodness, there's other women, many other women in that group, did for, women getting the vote. Now, what's interesting to note, we're at 100 years ago. On the 26th, there was a very, it basically launched Women Equality Day. The 26th, this is like the 24th, so we're 2 days away from 100 years ago. So when my grandmother was born, she couldn't vote. Obviously she couldn't vote because she was tiny, but she was born at a time when she couldn't vote, or her mom couldn't vote. And that just I don't understand it, right? Because I've always grown up with the vote. My mom's always grown up with the vote. She grew up in 1940. But we're only talking 2 generations ago. And guess how long it took them to get to the vote? 100 years. That's right. It took 100 years of protesting and advocating and all of that. Now, I think in this video, they really go into the final protesting where the women got thrown in a women's prison and they were doing hunger strikes and force fed and all this nar stuff. But, sustainability is really about advocating and shining your voice. So right now I'm part of creating the Sonoma County Tiny Home Coalition. And that's all to get Sonoma County or City of Santa Rosa or any cities in the county to approve or amend their accessory dwelling unit ordinance, which is basically a state ordinance by the state that they put out and said every jurisdiction can allow putting tiny homes in backyards on foundation. But the way I want it to read is that it would be also available to be on wheels. And already the cool thing is City of Fresno, City of San Luis Obispo, Los Angeles, San Diego, as of recently, San Jose, and the County of Santa Clara all have approved and amended this ordinance amendment to the ADU. Because ADUs are essentially those little casitas, granny unit, in-law unit in the backyard where it's going to fit. It can't go somewhere where it's not going to fit. But the cool thing is with the tiny home on wheels, it's far less expensive. It can be built far quicker. And it still needs permits if you're going to do it legally. You don't have to park legally. That's called what I call under the radar. So back to advocating. That's right. One of my values, which is why I'm doing the sustainability focus, is sustainability, but it's also advocacy and generosity and diversity and autonomy and community. They actually, when you span out, there's people that were getting together in this advocating world of the coalition in Sonoma County. We're giving generously of our time, focused towards sustainability, because when you build small, you can also bring in diversity into neighborhoods for people to live autonomously. Oh, I like that. That was kind of fun. So there we go. Iron Jawed Angels. Watch it. It's on HBO Max. If you don't get it there, you can sign up for a free trial. I'm sure it's other places. It was, I think it was out in the 2000s. So go ahead and advocate for something that you believe in the world of sustainability, whatever it may be, for people, for diversity, for, if we got to support the people. Okay, it really is the people. And that includes diversity, especially what's going on right now in the streets and more and more companies. I was even looking at t-shirt designs, and I wanted to make sure the company that I was buying a t-shirt from had not only a sustainability pledge, but also a diversity pledge. So I found them. American Apparel and Canvas Bella are two companies, because I've got a bunch of t-shirts that I'll be selling soon on my website. Right now, they're just there as designs, but now I got to turn them into the store and all that. But I wanted to get the designs out first. All right, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Check out experiencetinyhomes.org for creating or hosting. Oh my gosh, tongue-tied. For me to host with you a 20-minute tiny home consulting call. Also, you can click on the button shop and take a look at those new t-shirt designs. You'll have to email me because right now I'm not selling them yet, but that is coming. All right, at Experience Tiny Homes on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Bye, everyone. Hit subscribe, thumbs up. Thanks for the love.